Hello Internet! Welcome to one more episode of Preparing for Battle of Legends, although I do know that by the time this goes out, the actual Battle of Legends will have started. So yes, I am recording this in the past. This is my actual preparation for the tournament because this team I have not used before. And you know, again, like in the other videos, it's going to be two versions of this team. This one with the Wings Necrozma and the other one with Mewtwo, which I'm looking forward to trying out with Indeedee mail there. I've not used it, I really haven't. I'm looking forward to trying it. So yeah, this is literally my testing as well. So let's jump into some battles. Let's see what we can do. So here we go. Oh, here we go straight away. Aha! Now we played this guy a couple of days ago, didn't we? Yes. So we kind of have an idea. Yeah, it's weakness policy, Solgaleo. Will-O-Wisp, Tailwind, Drifblim. Okay, so as you can see, this is essentially my Players Cup 2 qualifier team, but the slot that I could never decide on is the Legend in this, in this iteration of it. So, how do we want to go about this? Because okay, he can Tailwind, I can Tailwind too. I could even switch through the eject button onto the Drifblim, so it's holding an item and it hasn't got its Unburden activated. That could be something that we do, maybe. But, yeah. Necrozma. Okay, let's see how this goes. I mean, Urshifu looks very good here as well, too, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, this is going to be an interesting game. Let's see what happens. Let's go with... who do I want to lead with? Let's go with Whimsicott, and because I'm wondering if that Drifblim has even got Shadow Ball. So I'm going to lead with the Necrozma, with the Urshifu in the back as well. And with, I guess, Cinderace too. Okay, it's the Solgaleo leading here. Okay, well, Solgaleo, I would imagine, has got Steel Psychic and maybe a ground attack. So it doesn't really threaten the Necrozma that much. Okay, he could have Trick Room. That is something that I didn't consider straight away. Like if I put Whimsicott in for Urshifu doesn't really want to take a hit there. It is. I'm pretty sure it's a sash on the Indeedee. I don't think we know that, but I'm assuming it is. So I'm just going to double into this Indeedee right now. Okay, Solgaleo is Dynamaxing. I could be losing my Whimsicott here. Max Quake, yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but the Indeedee might survive this attack now. Yeah, it does. It probably was going to anyway. And just goes for an Expanding Force. Activates my eject button. Okay, that's kind of fine, because Urshifu kind of wanted to be in here, didn't it? So now the funny thing is that Urshifu and Solgaleo and Lunala all speed tie. So, hurrah. But, he's going to go for a Follow Me, obviously, here. So I'll Wicked Blow into the Indeedee. I don't really want to activate the weakness policy on the Solgaleo, really, do I? So, So what do we do here? Because a Quake and a Phantasm would, but a Rockfall and a Mindstorm wouldn't really do any damage. So, I'm kind of stuck as to what we want to be doing here, aren't I? Unless, maybe I swap the Urshifu back into Whimsicott, sacrifice it, and Quake again into the Indeedee. So please Steel Spike into what was the Urshifu. Okay. Kind of got to where we sort of were going, but not quite at the same time. Because now I get to Tailwind, which I kind of regret not doing to start off with. But which one of these do we want to hit the Indeedee with? Because he will be going for a Follow Me, won't he? And then he'll be bringing in the Ditto, I imagine. But we've still got Urshifu now in or after this turn in Tailwind, and we'll be looking pretty good, won't we? Rockfall doesn't really damage us too much. Quake doesn't really get a whole lot for us apart from another special. That was smart. That was very smart because now he's activated his weakness policy. That was very clever. We survived though. Okay. That was very clever, though. That's like one of the few times that you would ally switch for your attacker to get hit by something. And now does he ally switch again because he knows that I'm in Tailwind now. So I suppose if I... Whimsicott's faster, so if I just double here into the Solgaleo, like that covers the ally switch, but it doesn't cover him protecting the Solgaleo and just going for a expanding force. So, like, that's not good. I suppose if I just double into the Indeedee, that sort of covers that as well, doesn't it? Yeah? Yes, usually Brain Berry. Of course it does. Yeah, and we knock the Solgaleo out. Nice one. And here's a Drifblim. Okay, which is going to be faster than the Necrozma now. But, yeah, we are not holding an item on Whimsicott, so we can't switch through the Drifblim to give it an item to get rid of its burden. So, yeah, this isn't brilliant. It could be the Ditto in the back too. So, like, I think if I knock out the Indeedee here, that's sort of job done in a way. But yeah, Necrozma, is it useful for anything here now? I'm not really sure it is, so especially on this low health. So we'll just try and knock out the Indeedee. But like the smart move for him to do here would be to protect the Indeedee, or do that, I suppose. Although I've got Urshifu and I'm in Tailwind. Oh, and we're still faster. Oh, well, there you go. Expert built Dawn Wings Necrozma doesn't care about your Psychic Seed boost. It knocks Drifblims out. Nice one. Fair enough. And so that's... I'm presuming it has got Ally Switch. It's got Follow Me. Follow Me and Ally Switch. A very, very disgusting set, I have to say. Maybe it doesn't have Protect on it then. So I can just go for a Moonblast into the Indeedee and a Moongeist Beam into the Indeedee in case he does go for an Ally Switch. If he has got Protect, then he's got Ally Switch and not Follow Me, which doesn't make a lot of sense, I don't think. So I think I'm safe to do this. I don't think he will have Protect at this point. Surely it's Follow Me as a last move. And even, you know, whatever happens here, yeah, it's Ally Switch again, just to try and get me off, I suppose. But, yeah, even if things went horribly wrong for us there, we still have Urshifu in the back. And, yeah, wow, that would have... That was a pretty cool game. Yeah, that would have still worked out all right for us. So, nice one. Yeah. Oof. That picture, by the way, some people might... I've been recording this in the past. Some people might have been commenting on the videos asking where it is. I took that picture myself from my last adventure to Ben Arn, actually, which isn't even a mountain. Like, it's like half the size of a mountain. But it's got, you know, one of the nicest views. Not the nicest view I've ever seen here in Scotland. But anyway, this guy's got a Magearna. Nice. And but otherwise just a very offensive looking team. Which is interesting. So maybe it's like got shift gear, perhaps? I am worried about the Dracovish though still, but like if I just go, because like I'm just going on the theory, fast defensive team, I need to be fast and defensive. Women's got Cinderace, does the job right. Let's go with the Necrozma as well. And Toxtricity looks like it does pretty well here too, doesn't it? So we'll go with that instead. I was wondering if Toxtricity would get any action in this Battle of Legends, but here we go. It's getting the game now. And this Magearna could have, yeah, it could have Trick Room, but next to a Cinderace, will it? I'm not sure. Like, does this guy want to try and Airstream here? Or does he want to try and Trick Room here? I'm not sure he does want to try and Airstream, because, like, I've got the Tailwind. I can just, you know, go through him with my Tailwind. You know, he can't match that. So I'm gonna blast this Magearna. And yeah, okay, that's the one thing that I thought he could do that would screw me over. And the one thing he could do to mess me up. And of course it happens there. And he taunts. Wow, that is literally the worst case scenario there. Because now, if it is a Scarf Dracovish, we can't bloomin' Tailwind, can we? Okay, well that's a bit of a disaster. So that's a lot of a disaster. Okay then. How do we want to go about this? Good question. Is it scarfed? Is it actually scarfed? If it isn't, it's not much of a problem. You're not scarfed. He's not scarfed. But he's Dynamaxed it, so he is still a problem. Okay, well we've got a speed boost. Yeah, okay, Dracovish doesn't quite knock Cinderace out because it hasn't got the Fishious Wren move boost. It hasn't got the Tough Claws boost, or whatever the ability is. Strong Jaw boost. Okay, and we weren't a fire type, so we actually survived that. But Magearna is going to become a problem now, isn't it? So I guess we have to, Moonblast. If it has got Trick Room, it will go for it now. And we'll try and Steel Spike the Magearna. Do a lot of damage to it, yeah. No max guard from the Dracovish, as I didn't really expect, but let's see if this is Trick Room. No, it's not, it's just a Dazzling Gleam. And being a Steel type doesn't quite help Cinderace survive there, unfortunately. But, how many more turns of Taunt have we got? Okay, we're taunted, then 1, 2. One more turn of Taunt. So, we don't know what his last Pokemon is yet, do we? Because we saw the Cinderace and Magearna lead. It's gonna be one of the flying Pokemon in the back, so maybe we need to keep Toxtricity a little bit safer. He has used his Dynamax as well, so yeah, I'm gonna put Necrozma in here. Oh no, that was my... Ooh, okay, that worked out, and... Okay, I should have paid attention to that. Okay, that was my eject button knocking me out. What I should have done then is brought in the Toxtricity for the eject button, brought the ones got back in, then I could Tailwind and start overdriving things. But this isn't so bad either way, because at the same time, yes, I still get my Tailwind off, and he doesn't know I've got Toxtricity. I can, safely get rid of this Magearna now, and, well, unless he goes for a Follow Me, I suppose. And... do I Tailwind here? Because he could still Trick Room and Follow Me. And have a single target overdrive for the Togekiss in the back. That's what I was thinking. Do you think he's going to go for a Follow Me in a Trick Room? Well, I am definitely Moongeist beaming the Magearna there. If I do think he's doing that, I can't really stop that, can I? And Tailwind or not. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to double into the Magearna, whatever. I don't think it... Yeah, okay, so we're denying any Trick Room attempt here. Yeah, and we have got... Okay, so from the turn 1, that couldn't have gone worse for us, especially with the taunt as well. I've never seen a taunt... Let's just try Meteor Beaming, haha. I've never seen a taunt... I've never seen a taunt Cinderace before. But yeah, Toxtricity gets the knockout there. Necrozma was alright, actually, since it is so bulky. The lack of speed wasn't so bad, and we could compensate for the lack of speed with Tailwinds and with Airstreams from Cinderace as well too. This team though is a bit different because I've actually got the Life Orb on the Mewtwo here. I've put an Expert on the Expert Belt on the Cinderace, and I've got Bounce still on the Cinderace, but I've got Hurricane on the Mewtwo here. So I can't wait to to try this out. I've never used Mewtwo. Since I've not used Mewtwo since the new games have come out. Sword and Shield. Obviously, I've used Mewtwo in the past, but he has got Trick Room here, and he can stop me Trick Rooming. he can stop me stopping. He can stop me stopping him Trick Rooming. He can prevent me from stopping him from Trick Rooming. That's what I'm trying to say. Because if he leads Rillaboom, and this is why I had Oranguru in the Players Cup version, because Oranguru doesn't care about terrains. It can't be flinch from Fake Out. I can just go for the Imprison. If I lead Indeedee here, I can be faked out, and that stops my Imprison. If I lead with Whimsicott here, it can fake me out. That stops my switcheroo as well. So how do we want to go about this? This is actually pretty nasty. unless we just try and spam through him with Mewtwo. No, okay, let's go with Whimsicott, Cinderace, with Urshifu and Mewtwo. Let's go with these. Because I thought, there might have been a chance that he didn't go with Trick Room and he went with Fast Mode, which is exactly what he has done here. So now I get to Tailwind, and, well, do I want to Dynamax a Cinderace here? Because I'm thinking maybe I want to Dynamax a Mewtwo. Pyro Ball would still one-shot the Zacian, I think. But Dragapult being Dynamax is going to be a threat for... I'm going to target the Zacian, even though I think it's very, very predictable, that, it can easily swap it out and do the real damage with the Dragapult there. Yeah, that was predictable, but... Yeah, and he knocks out the Whimsicott, which is fine. But I've got the Tailwind up. I've got Urshifu still. If I did have the Indeedee, then that would stop any fake outs, which would definitely help me. But instead, I think I'm actually I'm forced to Dynamax the Urshifu here. I need to get this on the Dragapult, don't I? But then if I do that, Zacian comes in, and yeah, one turn at a time. Then let's do this. And let's reset the Intimidate on Cinderace. So I'm in Tailwind. He's at +1 speed. This isn't a critical hit, unfortunately, because it is just G-Max 1 blow. Oh, but it one-shots it. Nice. Oh, and this, I'm just realizing myself. I still got this as the G-Max Urshifu. So actually, even if he did max guard there, we'll still be okay. But now, this is a turn that I was a little bit worried about, but we have still got Tailwind. So what we could do here is Airstream into something and something. So that when Tailwind finishes, we're looking good still. That was my thinking. But yeah, I mean this it's not looking brilliant, is it actually? Unless I suppose we maybe we take this turn to try and get the speed boost on the Cinderace, because like as soon as Tailwind finishes, good start. I'm just hoping that like a Burning Jealousy will be bad, but at least Cinderace isn't going to get burnt. Okay, that's not so bad. But he does get the Intimidate back on. Yeah, and he gets the Fake Out as well now, and I can't Protect. Yeah, I needed the speed boost on the Cinderace. So, okay. I'll try and Knuckle, and I'll try and Pyro Ball into the Zacian, but the Incineroar is going to come in for that, isn't it there? But okay, but at least I'm getting back to neutral attack after this max Knuckle. Okay, this must be a bug on Showdown actually, because this is still an Urshifu. It has still got Unseen Fist. Its attack didn't go all the way through its Protect there, did it? So interesting little bug there. But yeah, Fake Out, not good. Yeah, this is still awkward. This is still awkward. So I'll try and Wicked Blow. And like he's just gonna Fake Out into the Cinderace, isn't he? Yeah, he is. But if he's not a bulky Rillaboom, yeah, then that would knock it out. Yeah, and High Horsepower. Yeah, that's what he had to do. That is what he had to do. Yeah, so I guess as we've climbed the ladder a little bit, we've actually come across some opponents that know what they're doing a bit more now. And we're locked into Wicked Blow, so we're not doing anything anymore, are we? Yeah, this game is absolutely over unless we can get some like Hurricane Confusions on the Zacian or something. Yeah, Aggressive Glide doesn't quite knock Mewtwo out. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of Confusion hits, and actually Zacian is faster than Mewtwo as well now, so yeah, that's not good. And he can just Fake Out, so yeah, we'll get out of that one. But and that was the first game with Mewtwo as well too. That was kind of sad, but let's see what we can do. So this guy's got Tailwind. Yeah, the Solgaleo was a little bit tricky as well, isn't it here? Ooh. have to match Tailwinds, don't I? But like he has got like having the Solgaleo there is quite smart because that is a Trick Room option as well too. So if he leads with the Solgaleo and not the Whimsicott, I'm thinking maybe he's going to Trick Room. But if he leads with just the Whimsicott, I would think, yeah, he's probably going to Tailwind. So I'm going to go with Whimsicott, which covers both of those options. And something else. But what else are we going to be taking? Because, yeah, I mean, Charizard was a problem for like the original version of this team. I'm going to go with Mewtwo, actually. Alright, let's try the Psychic mode. Let's go with Urshifu and Indeedee. Let's go with the Expanding Forces. Let's see if we can do something. And since he's led with the Whimsicott here, that tells me that, yeah, he's not trying to Trick Room. He is indeed going to Tailwind. So I'll Tailwind. He is going to Max Airstream with his Charizard, so I'm going to Max Airstream back into his Charizard. Dynamax Mewtwo versus... Okay, it's not. Versus a Scarfed Charizard. Okay. Well, I get to bring something in now, which is going to get a speed boost. Do I want my Urshifu to have a speed boost, or do I want to bring Indeedee in, which would really let me just start, you know, playing, unless that's a Dark Urshifu, which it looks like it is. Although we've not seen it yet, so we can't actually tell technically, can we? But we have got to Max Airstream still. I think it would be smarter to bring the Urshifu in, to be completely honest. So let's just do that. As much as I really would like to start the Psychics spammage going. Yeah, Whimsicott could have eject button, could have, you know, switcheroo still perhaps. But yeah, but since we are faster, we can Airstream first, and I guess I have to Wicked Blow into the Whimsicott just in case it is Sash. Which it is. So, yeah, I don't want the issue of getting knocked out to a Moonblast there, obviously. And we'll take a Heat Wave. It's Scarfed, probably modest, but yeah, it isn't going to one-shot either of these Pokemon. So now we'll see. Like, I brought in the Urshifu there because I thought, well, if he brings in the Solgaleo or his Urshifu, we've got better ways to touch them. And it's Gyarados with Intimidate. Okay. He can still Dynamax as well, which is the worry. Definitely is a worry. But if he doesn't knock Mewtwo out this turn, next turn we're looking good. We're looking, yeah, okay. Just to be safe, I'm going to do that into that. Yeah, Wicked Blow into the Charizard. You know, I mean, obviously it can't protect because it's choice locked, but even still, you know, we're going to go through protect. So that's good damage on that slot. And I suppose, I'm just going to go for another Airstream. Yeah, the Gyarados is bound to be Dynamaxing there, but by not going for another Mindstorm, I'll get more turns of my Psychic Terrain. Yeah, okay. I'll get more turns of my Psychic Terrain next. Now I'm freshly bringing in my my Indeedee, and because we always Torque Hole in the back, and because we do, well, let's see how much this Life Orb Terrain boosted Expanding Force is going to do. I am indeed interested. Could Side Strike as well, but no, we'll go for Expanding Force. Let's see. Mewtwo, Expanding Force. Does not as much damage as I was hoping for. And, and he changes the terrain, actually, so I suppose technically I should have targeted that into the Gyarados as well, too. Well, that's not good. That's how we lose the game. Wow. Okay. Wow, I did not expect that. Let's say he just knocked out the Mewtwo, you know, without a Max Overgrowth. We would still have terrain. Now we'd have Tailwind and, you know, a Psychic Terrain boosted Expanding Force into the Gyarados wouldn't have knocked it out, would it? Yeah, wow. And there we go, we've been undone, haven't we? Wow, this Mewtwo version is doing very well. Looks like we've got time for one more battle, but wow, I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. Mewtwo, you should be doing more damage. But okay, this One ring to rule them all. One battle to defy. Well, to define Mewtwo's legacy, I suppose. In my my super extensive testing that's going on here. So okay, this does look like a good team to go against. So this looks like a team that is going to be standard. The only way I'll stop Trick Room is with Indeedee here. Do I want to lead with Indeedee? Suppose I have to, really, don't I? Okay, so let's go with Indeedee, and he has to lead with something that stops my Urshifu, because my Urshifu looks very good against this team. So maybe it's just going to be like the Venusaur that it's going to lead with and try and put me to sleep, something like that. So I'm actually going to go with Indeedee. Mewtwo leading. Mewtwo is going to do something. Urshifu is going to come in the back and like Cinderace. Maybe there's too many offensive threats on this team that like. Can you have too many offensive threats that just sort of make it like too much? You know, too many cooks spoil the stew or whatever the funny saying is. But yeah, I'm going to go with Whimsicott. No Cinderace, which does seem a bit odd here. Okay. Maybe this Togetic has got Dazzling Gleam, expecting my Urshifu to lead, perhaps, or not. Who knows? But Expanding Force, well, Wicked Blow is just going to one-shot my Mewtwo, isn't it? So that's not good. I need to somehow stop this Togetic from doing what Togetic wants to do. If I just go into Whimsicott here, it's going to reject me into whatever. So I might as well just go into the Urshifu here. Yeah, he had to follow me there. Oh, and Rock Slide. Well, I didn't expect that. Okay. Now, Rock Slide? Really? Rock Slide? Is it Scarfed? Is he fishing for flinches? I'm going to go for another Expanding Force. But I'm going to go back into Mewtwo, because he's not going to Wicked Blow into an Urshifu. Yeah, maybe he is Scarfed. Maybe. Yeah, and it has got Dazzling Gleam, the Togetic, for other Urshifu. Okay, then. So, well, I mean, if that's a choice locked Urshifu, like, it's not a Focus Sash Urshifu, I'm fine to bring in Whimsicott here and just go for a anything into the Togetic and a Moonblast into the Urshifu. Either an Expanding Force or a Psy Strike. Expanding Force if I think the Urshifu is going to swap to something. Psy Strike if I think the Urshifu is going to stay in and the Togetic is going to swap to anything. Most likely is the Urshifu swapping out. So yeah, I'm going to go for Expanding Force there, which does a decent amount of damage to the Indeedee there, and does tell me that yes, his Urshifu was worried about the Moonblast. So it must be choice locked. We've not had a turn where both Urshifu and Mewtwo have made a move, so we don't know the speeds, but maybe it is choice locked. Maybe it is Scarfed. And in comes their potential Trick Room setter now, which we can't stop, but at the same time, our Urshifu can't really be stopped here, can it? So I suppose, like, if he Trick Rooms, okay, I suppose. Does, like, because it is Necrozma and not actually Lunala, I don't think Necrozma Dawn Wings gets Moonblast. So I'm not thinking there's many ways that it can touch Urshifu with, but maybe we're about to learn right now what it's got. Special attack drop will be nice as well with this Moonblast. Oh, well, there you go. And there is the Trick Room. So we are kind of calling what's happening. Although I was kind of calling that this Urshifu was choice locked and thinking it was maybe Scarfed. But like he has just gone for a Trick Room there, so I'm thinking maybe not now. You know, like this, it might actually be smart, as stupid as it sounds, to maybe Dynamax the Whimsicott. Which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Dynamax the Whimsicott, which seems so stupid, but I'm gonna do it and try and Shadow Ball D in the Necrozma there. Max Flare, not into the Whimsicott. Max Starfall does one-shot their Urshifu, and a Shadow Ball probably with our Life Orb. Oh, okay, it doesn't. Oh, that's a weakness policy, but There you go. Dynamax Whimsicott. There you go. That's how you finish your game. So, okay, this video has been, I guess, technically a tiny bit longer than the others, but I did want to give Mewtwo a decent go, and I think in that last game we did give it a good go. Actually, out of all 4 of these videos, bearing in mind I'm recording this in the past, I still haven't decided what I'm actually going to use in the Battle of Legends tournament. I thought this team was going to be one of the ones that was up there that I might use, but on my few games that I've done in this video, I'm not really convinced on it now. I think I'm going to be using either the Solgaleo team or the Magearna team, the teams that I used on Wednesday and Thursday, I think. So you'll have to wait and see, but I'll be recording that over the weekend, and those videos from the Switch will be going up on my channel over the next few days, over the next week. So thank you for joining me. Join the Patreon, like, subscribe if you want to. Goodbye for now.